Tea Break Academy. Solve the equation, skip the frustration, maths in a mug, your tea break education. Addition and subtraction. In this lesson, we will learn how to use the column method to add and subtract large numbers. This is a key skill that forms the foundation for many areas of mathematics. Addition. The column method for addition works by adding each place value separately, starting with the ones, then the tens, hundreds, and so on. Example. Use the column method to calculate 3,571 plus 468. First, write the two numbers one above the other, making sure the ones, tens, and other place values line up correctly. Don't forget to include the plus sign. Then, draw a line underneath the numbers. Then, we add the ones column. 1 plus 8 is equal to 9. And write the result underneath the ones column. Then, add the tens. 7 plus 6 is equal to 13. Now, since the result is a two-digit number, don't write the whole thing below the line. We want to carry the 1, which means we write the 3 below the line in the tens column and write the 1 above the hundreds column. Technically, it is 100. Now, when adding the next column, the hundreds, make sure to add the extra 11 that we obtained. 1 plus 5 plus 4 is equal to 10. Again, since the result is a two-digit number, don't write the whole thing below the line. We want to carry the 1, which means we write the 0 below the line in the hundred column and write the 11 above the thousand column. Technically, it is 1,000. Finally, add the extra 1 that was carried over. 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. Write 4 below the line. When there are no more columns to add, the number written below the line is your final answer. 3,571 plus 468 is equal to 4,039. Subtraction. The column method for subtraction follows a similar principle to addition. Start with the digits in the ones column on the right and move to the left. However, there are a few small differences to remember. Example, use the column method to evaluate 5,319 2,734. Similar to addition, first write the numbers one above the other, making sure the ones, tens, and other place values line up correctly. Don't forget to include the minus sign. Then draw a line underneath the numbers. Then, we subtract the ones column. 9 minus 4 is equal to 5. And write the result underneath the ones column. Then, we want to subtract the tens, but that would give us a negative number. So, instead we borrow a 1 from the next column along. So, the 1 becomes a 11 and the 3 is reduced to a 2. Then, do the subtraction. 11 minus 3 is equal to 8. Write the result underneath the tens column. Now we need to subtract the hundreds, but we face the same issue as before, so we borrow 1 from the thousands column. This changes the 2 in the hundreds column to 12, and reduces the 5 in the thousands column to 4. Now subtract. 12 minus 7 is equal to 5. Write 5 below the hundreds column. Finally, subtract the digits in the thousands column. For minus 2 is equal to 2. Write 2 below the thousands column. When there are no more columns left, the number written under the line is your final answer. 5,319 minus 2,734 is equal to 2,585. Notes. If you are subtracting a larger number from a smaller one, so the answer will be negative, first use the column method with the larger number on top. Then simply add a minus sign to your final answer. For example, for minus 17 equals negative, 17 minus 4 equals negative 13. If you need to borrow 1 but the next digit is 0, change the 0 to 9 and borrow from the digit to its left. Reduce that digit by 1 as well. You can continue borrowing from the next digit to the left if needed. For example, 101 minus 2. First, 1 minus 2 cannot be done, so we need to borrow from the digit on the left. However, the next digit is 0, so we must continue borrowing from the next digit to the left. The 0 becomes 9, and the 1 to its left becomes 0 after giving away 1. Now calculate. 11 minus 2 is equal to 9. In the next column, we have 9, and since there is no number to subtract from it, we simply write 9 underneath the line. 101 minus 2 is equal to 99. Exercises. Using the column method, evaluate 481 plus 3,549. Three 549 plus 481. 9 plus 1 is equal to 10. 1 plus 4 plus 8 is equal to 13. 1 plus 5 plus 4 is equal to 10. 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. So, the answer of 481 plus 3,549 is equal to 4,030. Using the column method, evaluate 2,039 minus 472. Put 2039 on top and 472 underneath. Make sure the ones, tens, and hundreds line up correctly. Include the minus sign, then draw a line underneath the numbers. 9 minus 2 equal to 7, write 7 in the ones column. Since 3 minus 7 cannot be done, we need to borrow from the left. The hundreds digit is 0, so we continue borrowing from the thousands column. After borrowing, the 3 becomes 13. The 0 becomes 9. The 2 becomes 1. Now calculate, 13 minus 7 is equal to 6. Write 6 in the tens column. 9 minus 4 is equal to 5. Write 5 in the hundreds column. Finally, since there is only one digit left in the thousands column, we simply write 1 in the thousands column. So, the answer of 2,039 minus 472 is equal to 1,567. Using the column method, evaluate 3,928 plus 1,843. As we did before, write 3928 on top and 1843 underneath. Make sure the ones, tens, and hundreds line up correctly. Include the plus sign, then draw a line underneath the numbers. 8 plus 3 is equal to 11. 1 plus 2 plus 4 is equal to 7. 9 plus 8 is equal to 17. Finally, 1 plus 3 plus 1 is equal to 5. We got the answers. 3,928 plus 1,843 is equal to 5,771. Using the column method, evaluate. 983 minus 2,145. Since 983 is smaller than 2,145, we place 2145 on top. Then, put 983 below, ensuring the ones, tens, and hundreds are lined up. Add the minus sign and draw a line under the numbers. 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. Next, since 4 is smaller than 8, we borrow 1 from the digit to the left. The 4 becomes 14, and the borrowed 1 reduces the left digit to 0. Then, 14 minus 8 equals 6, which we place in the tens column. Afterward, we can't minus any number from 0, we borrow 1 from the left digits, 0 became 10, 2 become 1. So, 10 minus 9 equals 1, which we place underneath. Finally, since there is only one value in the next column, we simply write down 1 underneath the line. Next, we perform the subtraction. 2,145 minus 983 is equal to 1,162. Finally, we add a minus sign to the result, giving the answer negative 1,162. To master addition and subtraction, practice often to build confidence. Mug empty, problem solved. If you found this helpful, like, comment, and subscribe to join the Academy. Share the knowledge and keep watching the next Maths Explained to stay ahead. I hope you enjoyed the video. Keep your tea hot and your brain sharp. See you soon.